So in this video, I'm gonna talk about how to set up this network server by using Cisco package tracer student. So the first step you're going to add all of these components. In this example, we have computer, switch, and router. So you can easily find these components in this little box in here. And after you add all of these components, you're going to connect all of this by these connections sections. So in this example, you can see that in router we're gonna use this serial DTE connection, and from router to switch or switch to PC, we're gonna use this couple strength through. And after you connect all of that components, you're going to moving to the next step, which is really important. That is, you set up the IP address for all of this component in here. So I will start with this HQ IP address. So click on this, and you're going to CLC in here, and you're going to type. This is a password in here, so I think I'm not gonna using this as an example. So I will going with my file. Alright. So the first step, we're gonna go to this HQ, go to CLI, and if you type in end and you type config, it's a configuration, T is terminal, and you're gonna link to the port that you want to working with. So a really simple way when you want to know which port you are going to work with, you go to option, preferences, and type always show port label. So here's these two port in this HP that we're going to work with. Three ports actually. So I will working with the FA00 first. So type interface FA0/0, and you're gonna type IP address and type the IP address of this port. So in here it is 192.168.2.0. So this probably you're gonna find in your requirement example, or you want to find it in the solution files if you want to, or you can create your own IP address. Just I think you have to Google is how to create it, but this the first three digits and the second three digits is like the default. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not a default. Sorry. Like you can change the first three digits into different ways that you can suit with your component or your server. So I think that in this example, I wanna use the 192 header. You probably gonna use 209 or 10 or whatever type of IP address that you want to go. Just make sure that it have to be unique, because you don't want some IP address going to be overlaps with others. So in this IP address, I'm going to type this IP and the subnet mask, and you type in no shut and exists. Just exist again to make sure it's completely. And that is how to doing one port. So this port is this green already. So this is green already. So I'm just take a brief example, and you have to repeat the same process with the same port at the router, and the same with other router. And for this PC, if you want to, adding this PC address, a easy way that you're going to go to desktop, go to IP configuration, and this might work. So first thing you going to see that is like default in this static node. So if you want to make some IP address for this PC, you change into DHCP and both of that and wait for some moment, and it's gonna be you're gonna see this IP address, and you see it shows that DHCP failed. API is being used because I recently use another IP address, for example. And if you want to go in with the IP address you recently use, all this is okay. Both of them is away. But I recommend you going to use this IP address to connect. And the final step you want to do is to check the ping to make sure that all of these components are working well and connect connect to each other. So you go into desktop, go to command prompt, you type ping and type the IP address that you want to check. So this is a PC2 and this IP address is here. From switch to this PC is this here, this this phrase. So I'm gonna type in, hit enter. Okay. So when you see something showing like this, yep, you are messing up with this. Well, yeah, I think I'm just messing up with my connection. Maybe I just change the connection of this. I need to use the connection, the default connection, and I'm gonna change this later. But in this example, if you I type in here, I go into desktop, command prompt, I type ping, and the IP address, the same as well with the previous. Yeah, it should be going good. Okay, you can see in here is package sent 4, received 3, and lost 1. It is a safety percent, so don't worry. 25% loss, and is probably good if you want to be like 0% loss. You should be take this router first, this ISP router, to make sure it's going the wrong, I know, the correct IP header. Like make sure it is 209, right? So make sure this IP, this PC is also in 209 header. And if you want to check in here, yep, there's 209, and yeah, there's 169. And this one, which is should be, this is 209. So this kind of different. So make sure you change all of that to make sure it's have the suitable. or suit IP header. So after you done all of this, you check all of the ping, and you're gonna go to this PT activities. You check the result to make sure you're doing all well. Okay, so when you see the overall feedback, is mean because I didn't set out the window. So this score in here, an item count here, and all of these started. That did you doing all of that or not? So this PC3 is not in a default gateway. So like it like a hint for you to know that which part you are being wrong with. So it shows that in here the PC3 is not a default gateway, and the fast Ethernet 0 is a wrong IP address and a wrong subnet marks. So that's the way that you know how to fix your bugs. And that is all of the work that we have done.